Hello there, welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you for clicking play. Today we are in the semi-final. We're in the last four of the Copa Argentina. We are taking on Rosario Central, so we'll have a look at them in a minute. Didn't actually realise, if you look at the league table, they got relegated last season. I forgot about that. So they're actually in the second division, which is fantastic news. It means that we really should be winning today. We should be getting to the final. Bizarrely, the Copa Argentina is played on neutral ground, but it's at our stadium. Go figure. What have we got to look at today? Well, I'm going to show you another couple of goals from Gaston Vina because this kid is just absolutely insane. He's outrageous. He really is. You can see here he's our top goal scorer now with 8 goals. Estevao is back. He can't get anywhere near the team. It's unreal. You can see as well we're now up to 4th in the league because we've just been smashing everybody. As you can see here, we've played 4 games off camera and we've won them all, scoring at least 3 goals in all of them. So we beat Olimpo 3-0. Gaston Vina scored a penalty. You remember he missed one against Independiente, didn't he? He scored one in this game. He scored in every game that we've played off camera so far. He scored in the last 5 games. He then got another one against San Lorenzo as we won 3-1. Marcel Ruiz is on fire at the minute on the right wing. He got a brace in that game. And this game against Belgrano is the game that I want to show you Gaston Vina's goals because they were unbelievable goals. They really were. He got a brace. Marcel Ruiz again and an own goal. And then a 3-0 win away at Atletico Tucumán. Vina, McAllister and Fernando Zucchi getting the goals in those games. Now, a few of those teams, San Lorenzo, Belgrano, Atletico Tucumán, in the early stages of this season, or at this sort of juncture that we're at the minute, they're up there. They're up in the top 7, top 8. So they were massive, massive wins, especially away from home. And we battered these teams. We really did. So what I am going to do is I am just going to show you Gaston Vina's goals because they were, as I say, this first one is a ridiculous volley and the second one is the only way I can describe it is like a Messi finish. He just sits the keeper down, and it's just unbelievable. It might be a bit of a long highlight. Apologies, because I've obviously not edited it. It was Marcel Ruiz with the assist. I think he drives forward and then hits a long early cross here. And look at this! What a volley that is! Absolutely ridiculous from an 18-year-old. What a volley! And then this one, as I say, he kind of sits the keeper down and just plays it past him. And it all stems from their free kick, as you see here. Brian Coufret picking up a yellow card. And we get the ball back immediately, pretty much. Jordana gets in, but then it plays a really bad pass. They should have got themselves back level there. Eventually, we get the ball back. Eventually. Here we go now with Flamenco. I think it was Ruiz again that set him away as well. I think he got both assists here. He did. Just look at this finish. Look at this. How good is that? The keeper just sits down. I mean, you expect him to smash that into the near post, and he doesn't. He just slots it into a cross goal into the bottom corner, and he's just unbelievable. He's still shown as an enthusiastic striker at the minute. His value's starting to edge up. We paid 1.8 million for him from Defensor Sporting because that was his release clause, and I saw him, and I just had to have him. And he was only valued at a couple of 100,000. But I went straight in and paid his release clause, and he is something else. He really is. The only thing he isn't really doing that Mario Gatti did do is he isn't setting up any goals. He has no assists yet. He got 4 in, he's in 5 games, I think, for the reserves and the under 20s. He's played 5 games, scored 4 goals, and got 4 assists down there. So hopefully he'll start setting up his teammates. But yeah, absolutely delighted with the kid so far. He's I mean, I don't know whether we'll get the same sort of money that we got for Mario Gatti, and I missed a real trick when we had Mario Gatti as well. Why didn't we nickname him Gattigol? Why was that not a thing? Right, as well, it is the final game before the World Cup. If we get through to this, the final at the minute is scheduled to be on New Year's Day, which is when we are scheduled to be travelling to Monumental against River. So there is going to be a little break after this video, which all being well should be coming out Friday, maybe Saturday, depending on how things go. But that does mean that for the next week, Save our season, we'll be back. More on that later. So yeah, the Copa Argentina semi-finals, neither one have been played yet. I don't know if we're playing on the same day. We're not. We are playing the day before. So what we'll do after the game, we'll go through and see who we're going to have in the final. If we get there. Shh. We might not get there. We're playing Rosario Central, and yeah, so they went down last season, which is quite shocking actually, because they're a big club in Argentina. But we have battered them pretty much. I mean, we've won all 8 games that we've played against them to an aggregate score of 24-7. So we should win this game. They are second. I did have a look at the league table. They are second in the Nacional Bay, but they're like 12, 13 points off the lead. You probably saw from the league table as well that we are now 4th, but we're quite a long way off the top. But Vélez and Boca have dropped a few points in those 4 games that we've played, and we have just smashed teams. So fingers crossed that continues and we can claw that back in, because I really feel like this squad is on the verge of something now. Augusto Batalla in goal has been amazing. He's been absolutely immense. He really has. He's such an upgrade on Daniel Sapper. You can just tell when you're playing a game. I never feel like we're going to concede more than 1 goal, if one. It's a fantastic place to be in. What a formation that is. They've got Juan Foyt. I was tempted. He was out of contract at Tottenham, and I was tempted to go for him, but he just wasn't good enough. In case you didn't know, he went to Tottenham from Estudiantes, but he just isn't as good as what we've got. And I really wanted to bring him back, because I love bringing back players to their club, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. He wouldn't play. He's just not as good as what we've got, so I couldn't do it. I'm just going to say what I normally say, and we're going to get there. And oh my God, surely this is not going to be a banana skin. It's a neutral ground. It's our ground. It's a 2nd division team. Surely we are getting to the final. Gaston Vina gets the game underway. We had one question in the tunnel, was about why Estevao isn't playing. I'm not too worried about him at the minute. He can play some friendlies while the World Cup is on. I need Gaston Vina on the pitch because he is in form. Here's Lucas Rodriguez across to Marcel Ruiz. He is really stepping up to replace Thomas Fernandes. I did worry when the Thomas Fernandes bid came in from Benfica. I did worry. I got it up as high as I could get it. And as I say, they wanted to give us 2.2 million after 50 appearances. And I managed to get it down to 1, which was brilliant. He made his debut and we got another 2 million quid for him, which was absolutely superb. Brilliant business. But he was just outstanding out on that right wing. He just set up goal after goal after goal last season, didn't he? I mean, I think he had something like 18 assists. He was just immense for us. But Marcel Ruiz in these last few games has really stepped up. And he's scoring goals as well, which is fantastic. He's played a good ball out there to Marlon, who get a cross in early. No, he's going to cross the field to the right back, Leandro Lacunza. Here's Flamenco into Caccini. Nice play, nice possession, but we've given it away. Go on, Gaston, get in there. Get your foot in. Put him under pressure, come on. Played down the line, but Marlon picks it up. Well played, good pressure up front. 12 minutes on the clock so far. Marlon down the line to Luca Rodriguez, who wants more first-team football, and he is a bit of a legend, so we're going to have to give it him. And there is Marcel Ruiz with the goal. It's his 5th of the season, and he's got them all in the last 3-4 games. Brilliant run of form he is in, and he is already becoming a firm favourite out there. Alexis McAllister with the assist. He's starting to pick up some form as well. I'm kind of alternating between him and Brandon Smith behind Gaston Vina, but McAllister is the one in possession of that position at the moment. As the cross comes in, it's headed away. It's given away to Marcel Ruiz. Oh, and a man in that form, even on his weaker foot, should have been scoring. But we're going to see the goal kick. So there's another highlight incoming as Nunez heads on, but Marlon will pick it up. So I I know a lot of FM players and YouTubers and content creators are not quite as happy with the amount of wonder kids that seem to crop up now in FM19 and for the last couple of versions of the game. But it still excites me when I find a player like Mario Gatti came through a youth intake, of course. But when I find a player like Estevao, like Golderson, like Gaston, Vina, like a couple of the ones we've got in our youth team at the minute, Ricardo Paredes looks brilliant as well. Oh, what a hit from McAllister off the bar. That was superb. I still get so excited, but there are so many of them. My scouting report is delivering me world-class striker after world-class striker, and I can't sign them all. I'm going to have to come up with a formation that plays like 5 strikers so I can play them all. McAllister with the corner. Oh, and headed in, and it's Marcel Ruiz again. Well, when you are on form, aren't you? He heads it in. It's looking now as though we're going to avoid the banana skin and we're going to reach the Copa Argentina final for the first time. As I said in the Independiente video, I didn't look, but I don't think I've got past the quarter-final before. So to get to the final here would be brilliant as Caccini's shot is blocked. Flamenco will pick it up. I think he's our record signing. We paid like $9.5 million for him. So I've had to start giving him some games because what a waste of money it would have been otherwise. But he's actually starting to play fairly well for us in that central midfield defend position. But yeah, decent first half. We've dominated. We've had all the possession, over 2/3 of it. And we're comfortable. So we're back in the dressing room. I'm going to make one change at half-time. I'm going to bring on Brandon Smith for Alexis McAllister. But I am going to say, I'm just going to do the team talk before. Actually, I'm going to do the team talk now. I've let the assistant do the main team talk. But I'm now going to bring Brandon Smith on. And hope that he can have some of the team talk. He's not going to, is he? That's weird. There's a lot more to come, and I believe you've got what it takes. He's just looking a little bit tired, Alexis McAllister, and he's been booked as well. So I don't want to go down the road of playing the game with 10 men. Its easiest position to lose is that attacking midfielder, but I'd rather not lose it. Caccini's going to whip this free kick in. It's headed away. Flamenco will come across and claim it. Gaston Vina's been he's been anonymous so far in this game. I think he's got a 6.4 at the minute, but he shoots from everywhere and he gets his shots on target, which is all you can ask. But from wherever he's on the pitch, he gets his shots on target. And Marcel Ruiz has hit the bar. It's hit the top of the crossbar, hasn't it? That would have been a hat-trick for Marcel Ruiz. He's got 6.5 now, Gaston Vina. Let's just have a quick look, because I didn't notice when I showed you him earlier. Shots on target is around about 63%, so 2/3 of his shots are going on target. And as I say, he shoots from everywhere. And look, he's going to hit this free kick, and that one's way off target, to be fair. But he's forced some brilliant saves out of the opposition keepers as well. Some full-length saves, tipping it round the post, tipping it over the bar. And he has no fear. And I'll be amazed if by the end of this season he's not rated as a wonder kid, because he's a wonder kid to me. Nogueira's going to take this free kick, goes out to Estevao, who's now out on the right wing. We've taken Marcel Ruiz off. Lacunza plays it across, but it's straight into the arms of our former keeper, I think that is, Marcus Ledesma. We've also taken off Patricio Flamenco and brought on Diane Veron to give him some minutes as well. I didn't want to take Gaston Vina off because he might pop up with a goal. He's not tired, he's match fit, he's fully fit, he's okay to see out the 90. And I'm not really bothered about Estevao getting a goal. I just want to get him some minutes in his legs. That is what is massively important at the minute. Here's Brandon Smith, and some nice footwork, and the shot curls wide, never ever troubling at the keeper. Oh, it's not Marcus Ledesma. It's I've done that before when we've played Rosario. I'm sure that I've thought that Ledesma is our ex-goalkeeper, who was rubbish, by the way. It's going well. I mean, it's been a damp squib this second half, but we're 2-0 up. We're seeing the job through. Not really a lot else we can do, is there? Here's Romero in midfield to Gomez. They've just made a really strange substitution. They've taken off a fullback and brought on a striker, but they're playing one up front and they haven't changed formation. So don't really get that. Oh, I thought Gaston Vina was going to get there. Lovely ball in from Estevao. Ledesma did well to anticipate it, but we've got the ball back again here now with Diane Veron. Estevao, he's got Lacunza on the overlap. Estevao stays alongside him, gets it now. It's going to go all the way, is he? He hit the shot. It's going to go for the corner. That's what extended gives you, isn't it? These absolutely toilet highlights as Marlon, of all people, taking the corner now. I think I might need to have a look at that because obviously we've not got many players queued up to take corners. If your left back's taking a corner, I think you've got problems. Here's Romero to Patsy, to Oliva out on the right, but it's charged down. Caccini won't get to it, and yeah, that is just an awful, awful highlight. So they've got quite a few players booked, haven't they? They've had a few booked in the second half. I realise that I've taken off both my goals in terms of the guy that scored them both and the guy that set them both up. So we were always asking a lot to score again, I guess. But, 2-0 up, we've done what we needed to do. Some players have got good minutes in the legs, like Diane Veron, like Estevao, like Brandon Smith, like Gaston Vina again. He's got some some match time, and Estevao has scored a goal. I said I wasn't bothered about him scoring. I just wanted to get some minutes in his legs, but now he scored. I'm absolutely delighted. That is a lovely finish, a lovely cross, winger to winger. It's exactly what you want to see. Brilliant ball in. No one picks him up. And he can't do anything but score there. The keeper was stranded by the quality of the cross. And 3-0, we've avoided the banana skin. All we need to do now is see if it's going to be Boca or Defensa y Justicia in the final. And spoiler alert, it's probably going to be Boca because Defensa y Justicia are rubbish this season. If they're not bottom, they're very, very close to it. This should be the exit highlight. We're a minute over the allotted stoppage time. And there it is. We are in the final. That is going to be the next video after the World Cup. Estudiantes de La Plata in the Copa Argentina final. We're going to passionately give them a slap on the back, say you're in the final. Congratulations. Get in, boys. Come on now, Defensa y Justicia. Here we are then, we've got the second semi-final about to go. One thing I do just want to show you is Marcel Ruiz, because he's, as I said, he's been in ridiculous form at the minute. Look down here, his last 5 matches, average rating of 8.24, 5 goals, 4 assists. I mean, that is some run of form, isn't it? It's just outrageous. And he's just getting better and better and better. And he's 22 years of age. We brought him in from... we got him on a free transfer from Querétaro. Whatever, they're in Liga MX in Mexico. He's had a couple of seasons on loan at Pachuca. He's never really delivered. He had a decent season there, didn't he? He only got 6.99 average rating, but he had a decent season last season. But he's gone to a whole new level for us this season. 7.5 million he's valued at for a free transfer player. I mean, another star, another young star that we've got in our squad. It's a running theme throughout our team now. I mean, Batala's 26, Lacunza's 25. I mean, you've got the centre-back pairing who are, 60 between them. Have no problem with that because you want the experience in the centre of your defence, don't you? Caccini's now 25, so he's got some good experience, but it's just young. It's just young. Gaston Campi at 31 years of age is our oldest player. It's a phenomenal squad now, and I am really confident it's going to lift silverware. I'm really confident it's going to lift the Superliga. I'll be honest. I know I've been a bit down on the Superliga recently, but Vélez and Boca both shown a little bit of weakness recently. And if we can win our games in hand that we've got on teams around us and things, I think we could be pushing it all the way again this time. But obviously 2023 is going to be, or the first part of 2023 is just going to be ridiculously hectic. But let's see who we're going to be playing then. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Boca. It's bound to be Boca. It's Boca. They got a 3-0 win with a Sergio Araujo hat-trick against Defensa y Justicia. We will be playing them in the final. It is our first ever final. We have never been in the final. Boca have won it 5 times. So it's going to be a really, really tough game. It's at the Monumental. So we were due to go to the Monumental on New Year's Day to play River, but as I say, I think that is when the Copa Argentina final is scheduled for. So whatever happens, whenever it's going to be played, that is going to be the next episode. I said that we're now going to be having a week off of this series, and that is because obviously we've got 2 months off now. Our next game is scheduled for 63 days away, so we're going to take the week off now, see who wins the World Cup. I'll come back and show you the World Cup when we come back. So on Sunday, what is going to happen is Save Our Season Series 3, and I've gone very, 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 very dangerous this time. We're not in the top flight. We are in England. We are in League 2 and we're doing it with Grimsby Town. So, real jeopardy in the series. If we get relegated, we go into the National League. So, I hope you'll join me for that, guys. It should be a decent series. As always, thank you so much for watching this. Remember to hit the like button, smash subscribe, jump in the comments, let me know. I love interacting with you guys. I love the fact that you're still enjoying this series. I know it's dragged on a bit now. I am slightly starting to wonder whether to try something else, but I just feel we're on the verge of something so special. So yeah, join me for the Copa Argentina final against Boca. Adios, amigos.